I'm feeling really confident that today's video is going to be great. Hello! In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about confidence. Hey everyone, I'm Haley and welcome back to What the Film School. In today's video, I want to talk to you about confidence. Before we get started, I just wanted to remind you all that I have launched my own crash course on how to make a short film. Going over to filmcourse.org, submit your screenplays to my screenplay festival, and don't forget to check out the screenwriting portion of my course, which will teach you from start to finish how to write your own short film screenplay. Growing up, I always knew I wanted to be in the film industry, and when I told people that I wanted to be a movie director, I was told that I needed to have a really thick skin and I needed to be confident in order to do it. That was something that always freaked me out because I grew up an extremely shy person. It wasn't until I got out into college and started living on my own for the first time that I started to build up a little bit more of a thick skin, but it was actually just last week that someone told me that I needed to be more confident, and it really struck a chord in me because I realized that having confidence isn't something that you build overnight. It takes a lot of time, especially as an artist and especially as a creative person. And if any of you out there are like me and you're struggling with this sense of confidence, either that's at school or at home or at work or wherever you might be, I just want to share some tips with you guys today how to overcome some of this lack of confidence and how to make yourself feel a little bit braver if that is something that you're struggling with, and how to move forward and move into the film industry if that is what you're intending to do. Like me, I lacked a lot of social confidence, so I felt like when I would hang out with people that I didn't know, like if it was friends of friends, I would start to retreat into this shyness level. I wasn't able to talk to anybody, I wasn't able to mingle very well. So when I transferred in my sophomore year to NYU Tisch, I felt like I was going to be such an outsider because everyone that had come in freshman year had already made friends. And so I was just kind of stepping into this and I didn't know anybody, I didn't know what the scene was going to be like. So I joined a club my second semester at NYU, and it ended up being that all of my really close friends now are from that club. And also in terms of I can't say this. And also in terms of oh my god, okay. And in terms of social confidence and shyness, if you're entering a new school and you're trying to make new friends or just become a little bit better about talking to people, grab one person, maybe you already have a friend with you, go out to these events and just mingle with people that know your friend. You know, start small, start kind of in the circle of people that you think might already have similar interests to you because they're already friends with your friends. Also, if you're going out to an event or something, even if it's a social or a work event, pump up the jam and then start to branch out more. And even just going to networking events, I went to a few networking events by myself when I was in college, and I think it really helped me get out of my shell as well because a few people who were at these networking events were also alone, so some of them came up and talked to me and I made some friends that way as well. Moving into being confident at work. Now this is something that I definitely struggle with, but let's say you're coming into a job for the first time, or if it's like your 10th or 11th job, whatever that might be, even if you mess up or you start to feel like you're losing confidence, it doesn't mean that you're failing necessarily. But even if you do fail or even if you do mess up, it doesn't mean that you're going to lose your job unless it's like a really major thing. In my experience, I mean, I have yet to be fired from a job for messing up. Having a lack of confidence in yourself doesn't help your work get any better. When I've been told that I've lacked confidence is when I'm sitting in a situation where I'm supposed to take charge of the project and I sit back and I let someone else take charge because I don't really feel comfortable being at the head of it. That's what limits me, because if I always do that and if I'm always making excuses for myself, then I'm never going to be the leader in the position. I need to start to learn how to force myself out of that comfort zone by way of asking to take over more projects. And if there's something about a project that I feel isn't right, or if there's something that I want to change, then having to voice that and having to express myself and voice my opinions is really important. And the thing that you have to remember, and something I try to remind myself too, is that you're hired for this position for a reason, because the company values, or the person who hired you values you for your experience, for your beliefs, for maybe your creativity as well, if it's a creative job like that. Keeping that in mind, you shouldn't be afraid to put yourself out there in your job. Maybe you messed it up, or maybe it wasn't comfortable for you, but at least you tried. And especially in New York City as well, and if you're moving to any big city to pursue your dreams in filmmaking, then you're gonna face this problem where it seems like everyone around you is just really headstrong and really serious. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of people do struggle with the same exact thing. Not every director in the history of history has been the most confident or the most headstrong person. They could be the most shy or the most awkward, but you'd never tell because they're working to overcome that. And especially working in the film industry, and especially getting the practice that you need through the different jobs that you'll have. And if you do want to be a director like me, continuing to work on sets and work with new people, this will really help you overcome that. It's like a skill you need to learn. If you're like me and you kind of think, well, how the heck do I just be confident? That seems impossible. Definitely focus on what you're trying to achieve with your confidence and start there and move forward to see which little steps can build up until you achieve your full level of confidence up until that point. And whatever aspect of your life you might be trying to improve your confidence levels in, just remember that if you keep yourself from getting there, if you just let it go, if you just sit at home and don't push yourself into anything difficult like this, then you're really not going to get very far. And sometimes that's kind of hard to hear, but I have to remind myself of that constantly, is that if I'm not pushing myself to put myself out there, and even being on YouTube can really crush my confidence sometimes and can be kind of scary sometimes, but I still do it because ultimately it's something that I really want to do. Because nobody ever got anywhere, wait, no. People who quit are quitters. Basically, you have to have the mentality that winners never quit and quitters never win, and something along those lines. So again, hopefully some of these tips helped you guys. I hope it wasn't too rambly. Leave any comments below if you have any tips about confidence in the workplace or in social settings, because I'd love to hear them. I'm always working towards trying to make myself feel more confident as well in my day-to-day. And don't forget to oh my god, I did it again. And don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell notification so you get notified anytime I post a video. And don't forget to like the video, share it if you liked it. Check all my links in the box down below, all my social media, filmcourse.org, all that special stuff. I'll see you guys again soon.